financial. So it's giving cannot. It's not always just financial. Big picture here is I want you to look at financial wellness as community empowerment, right? That's really what this is about. It's when we are financially healthy, we can build sustainable impact. Okay, so it's important, right? There are things if we do well with our money and don't let the guilt and the emotions, because this season tends to do that to us. Again, because of who we are, and we're very family oriented. We are loving, we're giving people, and it's right. And then we've been recipients. For a lot of us, we've been recipients of this generosity. We've been the emotional blackmailers before, right? Maybe not me, but I know you watching me, right? And so, it's time to correct that and realize it's important. We have to plan. There's something we do here. I'm learning from the nonprofit world, like plan giving. It needs to be a culture we adopt where I know I need to be generous, and I have a plan for my generosity based on my capacity. It's super important. And when you get to your marks, you stop, right? When you get to your marks, you say, you know what, let's I'll prioritize you next time or next, you walk around, but that's how you stay sane. You do your best. You can sleep well. And, can you please everybody? Somebody's still going to be upset that they didn't get something from you or that they didn't get what they were expecting from you. Yes. I assure you, but in the long term, just keep showing yourself as a good person, as a caring person, as a generous person. And you may one day win them over, you may never. It's okay. That's how it works. That's life. But if we're going to, in the long term, make sustainable impacts, then we need to be strong financially, right? For you, if you're going to build something sustainable, if you're going to live a life of impact, if you're going to support causes that are meaningful, if you're going to invest in your children, your next generation, you need to be financially responsible. Financial health is, very important. See, my mission with the African American Collective is empowerment, empowering the African immigrants here in the United States, right? So that, and this is one of the places where it's kind of like a tussle between ourselves, but it's about empowerment and not exhausting ourselves, right? Equipping ourselves with the resources, with the truths, with, you know, a program to help us go make the right decisions. And so that's what I want to suggest to us as we navigate this season. Age might not be villaging, might not be feeling it the way, it might not be in a position to do what you desire to do. That's okay. You might not have the capacity to do what you desire to do. That's okay. What I would say is let's start learning to plan ahead. Budget for this thing, start saving towards it. And even investing as an act of legacy. Again, I talk about plan giving. People who have wealthy people here. I'm learning about like wealthy people who have, and we always hear about this with the super rich, and how they plan to distribute their wealth when they are no longer here. But it's not just the ones that are popular. Like it's almost a culture here, and I'm learning a lot about it. And there's people who actually have organizations that they have penned down in their will. They have organizations that their family supports. They have causes that they are passionate about, and they take portions of their revenue. And these people I'm not talking about super rich. I'm not talking about millionaires now. I'm talking about regular, everyday people who have identified with causes, and they plan based on their income. Their generosity towards those things that they have. And I think we can treat all of this responsibility expenses and put them in that bucket. Have a plan.